faced a problem. The Kusasi had no single paramount chief to represent them. The Manpruci, however, had a well-organized chieftaincy system, so the British made a decision that would change history forever. In 1931, the British administration reorganized authority in the Bauku area and effectively placed a Manpruci chief over Kusasi territory, making him the Bauku Naba, the paramount chief of Bauku. To the British, it was administrative convenience. To the Kusasi, it was political dispossession. For the first time in their history, the Kusasi found themselves ruled by a chief they did not select, from a lineage they did not belong to, governing land they believed was ancestrally theirs. This decision planted the seed of one of Ghana's longest and most painful chieftaincy conflicts. For decades, the Manpruci Bauku Naba ruled under colonial authority. But resentment grew quietly among the Kusasi. They believed their land had been taken, their traditions ignored, and their identity suppressed. Everything came to a head in the 1950s as Ghana approached independence. In 1956, the Manpruci Bauku chief died. A new Manpruci successor was proposed. This time, the Kusasi refused to accept it. In 1957, the year Ghana became independent, Kusasi elders and leaders took a bold step. They installed their own paramount chief, Abugrago Azoka I, as the Bauku Naba. According to Kusasi custom, this was not just a chieftaincy installation, it was a declaration of self-rule. The Ghanaian government set up a commission to investigate. The commission concluded that the Kusasi were indeed the indigenous owners of the land and that their installation was legitimate. But the Manpruci rejected the verdict and took the matter to court. From that moment, the conflict moved from cultural disagreement into political and legal warfare. What followed was a dangerous cycle. Every time a new government came to power in Ghana, the status of the Bauku skin changed. One government recognized the Kusasi chief, another removed him and restored a Manpruci, another reversed it again. In 1966, after a military coup, the Kusasi chief was removed and a Manpruci chief reinstated. In 1983, another government restored the Kusasi paramountcy once again. Each political change felt like victory for one side and injustice for the other. And with every shift, anger deepened. By the late 20th century, the conflict had moved from courts and palaces to the streets. Violence erupted. Clashes broke out between Kusasi and Manpruci youth. Homes were burned, markets closed, schools shut down, families fled. Innocent